Sometimes in investing, the biggest mistakes aren't the things that you do buy, but the things that you don't buy. In this video today, we're going to be talking about something that I really believed in around a year ago today, but didn't eventually end up pulling the trigger on for whatever reason, and hopefully we can learn from one of my biggest mistakes yet. I am Germ, a CS2 investor, cash trader, and collector, and in this video today we're going to be talking about all the agents that I believed in a year ago today but didn't invest in, and how they've made so much money for people since then. Definitely a huge mistake. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by SkinPlace, an awesome site where you can turn your skins into money instantly and easily right now. All you got to do is click on the first link in the description below, then go to the site and sign in using your Steam account. You're then going to click on the skins that you want to sell, then go over to their payment method options like site balance, cryptocurrencies, or PayPal, whatever method floats your boat, and then you're going to have an option to enter a promo code. If you use promo code GERM, you can actually get a 3% bonus on your first sale, so definitely go take advantage of that right now. Then click on receive money, go to the next step, and then they're going to send you a trade offer that you just need to accept and confirm on your Steam, and then your money's going to get sent to you a couple minutes later. It's that simple. It's that easy. Thank you to SkinPlace for sponsoring this video. So I wanted to start by showing all of you this. Again, you can see here, this says 1 year ago. I don't know if this is going to show us the exact date. This is June 4th of 2023. So this is obviously over a year ago. This is around, what, like 15 months ago, I guess. That's very crazy. And yeah, at this time, my channel was very small. This is, I don't know, maybe some of the first videos I ever posted. I don't know if I started posting in April or May or something like that, but June was either 1 or 2 months into me doing this. I was trying all different kinds of video ideas. I was trying different titles, thumbnails, concepts, trying to figure out what could get views, what I enjoyed doing, what you guys enjoyed watching, and what actually made sense, and also trying to learn about investing at the same time. Now, obviously, in the past year, 2 years, whatever, of me literally diving into investing content and into the investing world every single day, obviously I've learned a whole lot. I've learned all about all different kinds of investments. I've made some money, I've lost some money, but I've also learned, the YouTube game a little bit better as well. So this video has 146 views. So I'm sure maybe not a single one of you watching this video today has seen this video, but the big thing here is that 146 views, this tiny little video, it still was posted. This video still exists. I still have, the receipts here, but it is titled Buying Every Single Agent. Is This a Good Idea? CSGO Investing. And funnily enough, the very interesting thing here is that this idea, obviously, this isn't like a novel idea or an original idea or anything like that, buying every single agent. It's a cool collection. It's a cool idea. It's something that definitely tons of people out there have done, but who I originally got the idea from was actually Fano, because he claims to have had or has or whatever showed off one of his storage units where he had a storage unit that just has one of every single agent in it. And apparently I saw this, around like May or June or whatever of last year. And I want to talk about it as an investing idea because I thought it was a very cool idea. And I thought it was something that could actually make a lot of money. Now, at the time, I really believed in agents. And some of the reasons that I believed in agents were that agents were getting a big buff going into CS2. And it seemed to me, like, one, more people were getting into agents. At the time, I was already starting to see more like agent combination videos, people talking about agent gloves and knives and, all that different stuff, combos, and people looking at the watches on their agents and everything. But also just going into CS2, they added, that you could see your agent's legs, you could see your agent at the halftime and the pre-match screen and the post-match screen and stuff like that. They were featuring agents in the game more and more and pushing them more and more. But obviously at the time, people were scared that with the release of CS2 or a new operation coming or whatever, that we were going to be getting a whole new bucket of agents, and that was going to push these old agent prices down. Also, that agents are not consumable, so there's always going to be this massive supply of agents out on the market or whatever, which doesn't really even make sense to me and didn't make sense to me at the time because, again, there's a finite supply of agents. Now, there is a fair amount of agents out there, but obviously with the agents coming from like Broken Fang and Riptide and stuff like that, there wasn't a new agents coming out. So if the player base was going to continue to grow, and that's obviously what you hope for in the CS markets, kind of rely on agents or like the player base continuing to grow over time, then even if there is a finite supply of agents, even if they're not consumable and the supplies are going down, still the supply is going to be, going down. The ratio of like agents to overall players are going to be going down, and that would be good for them. Now, obviously, hey, in that past year, in the past 15 months, we haven't gotten a new operation or anything like that. There has been no new agents that have been released. So these agents have just pumped and pumped and pumped and pumped. I even posted another video just to show, and again, this video also got no views. I was getting like no views back then at this time. But another video talking about some of the agents that I believed in the most, Sir Bloody, Loudmouth Daryl, Crasswater, Elite Trapper Solman, we have Special Agent Ava, we have Miami Daryl, obviously being so iconic, Number K being iconic as well. And the thing is here, again, this was about 15 months ago. This is agents in the past month. They've had this very, very nice run up. This is the agents graph on Esport Fire. They've been killing it, going from about 779 overall dollars for the price of every agent put together to 899. But we zoom out even further and we look back to this time of like June of 2023. Where are we at? This is like June of 2023 back here. The whole total agent market was about $562. And again, we are pushing $900 at this point. The entire agent market, if you had one of every single agent, you would have almost doubled your money in the past 15 months. Not quite, I don't know if it's like a 75 or 80% gain or whatever, but just some absolutely insane gains. And to me, this is a huge regret because I was talking about how I thought buying one of every agent would be such a cool collection, how it'd be so awesome, whatever. And I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't end up buying one of every single agent. I didn't end up loading up on any single kind of agents. I really don't even think I had a single agent in my investment portfolio, which looking back, not only am I just looking back like, oh, damn, they've gone up, they've doubled in the past year. I should have done it. I'm also like, I really thought that was a cool idea and that was something that I very, very much believed in. But at this time, I didn't know much about the CS2 markets. There were so many people out there telling me that agents were not a good investment, that agents weren't even investable, their prices weren't going to appreciate, and that there was better places to put my money. And hey, what did I end up doing? I ended up putting a bunch of money into Paris, which is obviously not really worked out. And I would have rather had that money in cases or agents or a million other things. But we live and learn. And now I do realize a couple of things. And I think there's so much to learn from this whole thing is that one, the average person in this community has no idea what they're talking about. The average person on Reddit or the average person on YouTube comments or the average person on Twitter, you have to even know who they are because the average person out there at this time was saying, again, the average person at this time, June of 2023 was saying that agents aren't an investment. Agents are uninvestable. There's, whatever. You should buy Paris. You should buy Stockholm or you should buy Antwerp or you should buy whatever. And again, these things have doubled in the past year. And those people on Reddit or YouTube or whatever, you don't even know who they are. You don't know if they even invest in CS2. You don't know if their inventory is like $10, whatever. You don't know if they're putting their money where their mouth is, which is something I do every day. My inventory has become insane. My inventory has so much money invested into it. I've traded so many, thousands of dollars of items, whatever. That doesn't mean I get everything right, but that means I actually am putting my money where my mouth is with so many of these videos. And again, obviously, I post a video every single day right now. I cover some kind of new CS2 investing topic every single day right now. I can't invest in every single thing that I talk about. One, that would require, infinite amounts of money that are just not possible. But also, just because I talk about an investing idea doesn't mean I believe it's the best, the number one idea. And obviously, I want to be putting the bulk of my money into like the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ideas. And I'm going to need to put out 365 videos this year. So just because I made a video about this doesn't mean, oh, damn, I should have invested in it or I would have or whatever. But still to this day, I think owning one of every single agent or loading up on some of your favorite agents is a very, very good investment idea. I know obviously we're getting closer and closer to some kind of potential operation coming out soon. And yes, that will drop the overall price of agents. But I think in the long term, they are still going to be very, very good. I know like pro players and competitive players don't like agents and blah, 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 blah. But casual players do seem to like agents. And most new players who come to CS2 or come back to Counter-Strike or whatever, they want to get an agent. They do think playing with an agent, especially a cool one that they can see or, their friends can see or that looks cool with their knives or their gloves or whatever, that is attractive. People do want that. So I do think agent prices will continue to appreciate over time. And we do have potential agent customizability updates coming to CS2 that have been like rumored and leaked and whatever. And any other optimizations that Valve wants to create going forward in the future. Just some of these agents, again, since I even put out that video in June of 2023, some of those agents I featured and highlighted, Sir Bloody, Loudmouth Daryl up 61% in that time period. Crasswater up 21% in that time period. Elite Trapper Solman up 75%. Lieutenant Rex, I had in that video, he's up 70% in the past year or like 15 months or whatever. Street Soldier Phoenix, he is only up like 9%, but he actually had a run up at a different time. He had kind of run up right before that, so that might be a little bit of a reason why for that. Number K up 35% in that time period. Safecracker Voltzman up 18.5%. Special Agent Ava, and again, this isn't because I'm some insane picker of the best agents. It's just because all agents or most agents are up insanely big over this time period. So it wasn't hard to pick winners. It wasn't hard to pick things that made a lot of money. But this is definitely a regret of mine. Again, now that I've learned so much more and know so much more, I trust my own ideas. I trust my own beliefs, and I don't want to get swayed by the opinions of random people on Twitter or Reddit or wherever. I want to see what I think are cool ideas. And if you think something's cool, and if you would like to own certain things, or if you would like to collect certain things or whatever, there's a pretty good chance there's a lot of other people, or at least some amount of people out there in the CS community that want to own them as well. And that probably means they have value. That probably means they have genuine demand. That probably makes them overall a pretty good investment in their own right, or in some way. It doesn't mean you're going to make millions of dollars off them or anything like that, but it means there could be some potential there, and it means it's at least worth diving into. So I do regret not buying agents at this time. I do regret putting some of my money in other places, because I've always thought that agents are pretty cool, that owning a bunch of agents would be pretty cool, and that agents, are a little bit more investable than other people think. And honestly, that's how you make money, by buying stuff that people are underrating, or buying stuff that people are undervaluing. So I think that's another takeaway from this whole thing. But I really do believe that this is one of my biggest missed opportunities in the CS2 market so far, was not picking up agents when I did. When I was diving into them really deep for these videos and thinking that they're a really cool idea. Again, we're going to have ideas that we pass up on that make money and we miss out. We're going to have ideas that we go for and they lose money, like my Paris investments and stuff like that. You can't win them all. You're not going to have a 100% hit rate or anything like that, but obviously you want to learn from your mistakes, learn from the things you passed on, learn from the things that you bought that were bad, and hopefully, make more wins than losses in the long run. But yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about lately as I've seen agent prices continue to spike. I have recently actually started buying some agents up. I don't own a ton of agents just yet. We can go to my inventory real quick and see, that I'm starting to pick up some agents. I got a number K here. I got a Biohaz. I got a special agent Ava. I don't know. We can pull up I think if I just type in agent, it'll come up. Yeah, I got some more agents. Here's some Van Heelen. Here's some Lieutenant Rex. Here's a Bloody Daryl with a frog on it. So I'm starting to add to my agent portfolio more. I definitely don't have like a huge agent portfolio or anything like that, but hey, I'm done missing out on this. I'm not going to load up, because obviously prices are way different than they were a year ago today. But I do think that agents are a pretty good investment overall going forward in the future. I don't think they're the best. I don't think they're the thing that I want to go all in on. But I think it would be a mistake to maybe not have at least some of my money set aside in what I do believe are some of the better and more investable agents in the long term. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.